The United States of America is often touted as the land of freedom and opportunity, a tapestry woven with diverse perspectives. But in the aftermath of the 2024 presidential election, the country seems to have become more divided than ever.
Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
This is the moment. This is the moment to come together as a nation, keep faith in each other.
The election was not just a battle for the White House, it was also a national showdown of ideologies, values, and visions for the future. It's also the first time that US President-elect Donald Trump won the popular vote, and the first time a Republican has done so since 2004.
We are in the middle of a political revolution, essentially, and we're watching this happen in real time. And so the coalition that makes up the Republican Party now is vastly different than it was under Reagan. It's vastly different than it was under Bush. And it's even vastly different than it was under Trump in 2016. And so there's a reconfiguration of what issues resonate with voters that vote for different candidates for different parties.
Trump's electoral victory reportedly may have reinforced existing divides among and between different demographic and ideological groups, with the country having seen an increase in political violence in the last few years. And generally, since the former president and current president-elect first took office in 2016. Notable incidents include the insurrection of the Capitol building on January 6, 2021, the assault on former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, and multiple assassination attempts on Trump. The political debates on reproductive rights, economic policies, and immigration that featured in the 2024 campaigning pointed to an increasingly polarized country. Opposing sides of the divide reacted vociferously to the election results. Some Trump supporters made misogynistic remarks, and a series of racist messages were sent to black people across several US states.
Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again, okay? Men win again. And yes, we control your bodies. It's your body, my choice.
Elise McCall is one of countless Black Americans targeted with racist text messages like this one, telling them they'd been selected to pick cotton on a plantation the day after the U.S. election.
This is truly disgusting, and whoever's sending it out is vile. No one should ever, one, think to send that message or receive that message. It just made me sick to my stomach.
While numerous fans of Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris resorted to taking their frustration out on minorities who didn't vote for their candidate of choice.
I just saw a video of a Palestinian woman saying, vote for Jill Stein or Donald Trump, but whatever you do, don't vote for Kamala Harris because you will not be accepted into my community. Fine, we're gonna go ahead and give money to that community.
Some Americans even suggested that Harris lost due to her continued bolstering of Israel and failure to acknowledge that the Democrats' voter base increasingly supports Palestine. But experts have quelled this frustration, saying it's incorrect and misguided. Neither third-party votes nor a slight drop in turnout compared to 2020 came close to accounting for the margin of Trump's victory. According to Kieran Doyle, North America Research Manager of Armed Conflict Location and Event Data, citing figures from swing state Michigan. There is therefore little evidence to suggest that pro-Palestine sentiment among some very pro-Palestine constituencies significantly impacted the outcome of the election.
The evidence points to the fact that people were thinking about the economy and immigration. It was always going to be a tough road for Democrats because President Biden, who's the incumbent, had a low approval rating, and people's opinions of the economy were that the economy is not doing well.
Over the course of the presidential campaign, Trump gained support from important groups that usually lean Democratic, like young voters and Latino Americans, especially in Maverick County, Texas, and Miami-Dade, Florida, which Biden had won in 2020. Trump's most substantial supporters, however, are still white men. He saw increased support among women, too, with white women constituting the largest demographic among the women who recently voted for him.
It's hard to say whether voters were really voting for those more right-wing policies or whether they just wanted to see a change.
As more voters across the nation gravitated towards the Republican Party than in recent history, the U.S. is experiencing a notable division. Given the acrimony between the rival parties, can Americans find a way to bridge the divide?